Alright, so on the unit circle, we're going to start with labeling the degrees. So right here we've got 30, then 45, and then 60. Okay, and so then we want to keep going around. So right up here, this would be 90. Okay, then another 30 would give us 120. And then when you go from here to here, you're just going to keep going up by 15. So 135, and then 150. Then we go by 30, so 180, 210, 225, and then 240, 270, 300, 315, 330. Okay, so we're going to start with our first quadrant right here. Okay, sorry, I got interrupted there for a second. Okay, so here we go. So just to recap, what's going on is you basically have a special right triangle right here, and the radiuses are all 1 as you go around. And so the best thing to do is just memorize this first quadrant, and then everything else should come fairly easy. And so this x distance right here is going to be the square root of 3 over 2. And the y distance is 1/2 right here. So this is 1/2, which seems about right if you think about it. It's about halfway up with this 1 unit. Okay, so then at the 45, they're both the same. X and y are both the same distance right here. And so that's going to be the square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. And then at 60 degrees, the x and y just flip-flop. Okay? So then now the x value is 1/2 and the y value is square root of 3 over 2. So if you can get this first quadrant down, everything else, I mean, not that it's easy, but it's not something you have to memorize. It's something you should be able to come up with. So if we look into our next quadrant right here, so we'll follow around the 60 degrees going around to each place that it has a reference angle. So right here, the x value is now negative 1/2 because I'm in quadrant 2. The y value is the same, okay? And then when we come down here to 240 degrees, now x is still negative 1/2, and now the y value is also negative square root of 3 over 2. And then as we pop over here, okay, the x value goes back to being positive, and the y value stays negative, okay? So if you look at all 4 of those points, those are all reference angles right there because the x values are the same, and so are the y values, just the signs might differ. I'm going to have to pause one more time real quick. Alright, so now let's go to, we can go to our 45, which is not too bad. So once again, we'll just kind of go around and go to its reference angles. So right here at 135, so the x is going to be negative, the y is going to be positive, okay? When we come down here, now they're both negative, okay? All right, over here. Our x will go back to being positive right here. So x is positive here. And let's see, our y is negative still. Okay, and so that's that one. Then let's go to 30 degrees. And so then this one will flop over here. And then once again, our x is negative. Our y stays positive. Then down here, they're both negative. And then over here, x becomes back to being positive. Square root of 3 over 2. And then still negative 1/2 for y. Okay, so that's filling out the unit circle. What I'm probably going to do is stop the video for this, and then I'll make a second video of filling out the table.